Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Shenmue 2. This is Zhu Ying's room. We're meeting a new character.
Excuse me. Good morning. You are Ryo Hazuki, right? I'm Fangmei Xun. I'm Shuing's assistant.
Oh.
I've got a message from Shuing. Please go to Manmo Temple's library now.
Manmo Temple's library?
I'll get that. Hello? Oh, yes. Right away. Shuing wants you to hurry. I'm leaving now.
Oh.
Oh, I almost forgot. I'm sorry. Excuse me.
So that is the famous Fangmei, the one that I spoke about many times.
You're here.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Oh, where are you going?
Just follow me.
Yes.
I want you to air out these books.
Air out the books? Me?
Who else?
I thought you were going to tell me about young Dazu.
I put you up for the night, didn't I?
Alright. I guess I have to.
Did I hear something?
No.
Well, get to it then.
Oh boy, here we are, guys. We're airing out the books.
Please get started.
Yes.
Carry each pile and place it on the stand outside. I'll spread out the books. You just carry them out. Your service to the temple will last until noon. If you carry them all out, you'll be done.
I got it.
They are precious books, so don't drop them. Let's get to work.
Might as well.
Might as well, Rio. Alright, so here we go. This is another infamous chore. It's not even a job, you don't even get paid for it. But this is another infamous chore that you have to do in Shenmue. It's basically a QTE. It's just a
Bring the
very
next pile.
long QTE. And I will literally just be going into this building, grabbing a set of books, and walking them to those little benches. I can walk around freely here, and I won't get any QTEs, but as soon as I step outside, I will get QTEs, and the faster you run, the
That's the way
more
to go.
QTEs and the more complicated they'll get. Like, sometimes they'll have, like, left and then right just immediately after, stuff like that. And if you drop them, you have to pick them up. It takes longer. You can air out all the books before noon. And that's going to be my goal, is to air out the books before noon. Not much before. It doesn't really make a huge difference. But I'm going to try. And then we can go on with our day. And this is going to be the
That's the way to go.
beginning of our journey to get Fangmei's birthday. We will deal with that later. And this is a point in the game where I am going to have a lot of material to talk about, because you've seen it all so far. This is the mini game. There are a lot of ways that
Bring
Shenmue
the next
2
pile.
is superior to the original game. But one area where Shenmue definitely outshines Shenmue 2 is the mandatory jobs. And this is mandatory. You do have to do this.
The next
I'm
pile,
not sure how
please.
many days you have to do it, but you do have to do it. And it's fairly tedious.
The next pile, please. The next pile, please.
And one thing I will say is that I think, and I might be wrong about this, but I think, if I'm remembering correctly, in the Dreamcast version of the game, the books, I don't think they had a shadow. And I think that, and I could be, again, completely wrong, but
Bring
if
the
I'm
piles
remembering
out.
right, the Dreamcast books didn't have a shadow, and in this game they do. So that's just another little tiny graphical improvement, sort of a oversight that was corrected in the Xbox version. That does make it kind of superior. I still prefer the Dreamcast version, but the Xbox version is fine. And I assume that
A few
if
more,
they
keep it
brought this game to HD, they'd probably use this as the base. They probably should. I mean, they should include both voice tracks, but this is technically the better version.
A
Alright,
few
we're
more.
not
Keep it up.
too far off now. And I'm gonna leave the whole day of airing out the books this time, but in the future, I will probably be cutting this. It's just because it's not that interesting. But this time, I'll leave it in.
A few more. Keep it up.
Alright, I think we have 2 more sets of 3 more sets of books. And let me just drop them.
Steady there.
And there you go. So that is what happens when you fail the QTE. Rio has to carefully pick up these ancient books off the ground, and it delays completion of this minigame a tiny bit. So you don't want to drop them.
We're almost done. One more pile and we're done.
Alright, the last pile. Very exciting. And we're done. Good job, guys.
How are you doing?
Doing okay.
Looks like you're doing a good job. Keep it up, and tomorrow too.
Shuyin, Please tell me about Yangda-zu.
I'll think about it. Until then, concentrate on this task.
Alright. I think we're being tested. And, alright, so it says, will airing out books help me find you on the zoo? Must search for you on the zoo. A girl named Fangmei Xun, or however that was pronounced, came to my room. Fangmei is helping Zhiying. So, let's go right to the front of the temple. And, oh, got a cutscene.
You're doing what Master Tao instructed you to do. That is a good sign.
Yes.
Here,
What is this?
a book of moves. Use it to practice.
Thank you.
Alright, thanks, Master Mo. Let's go ahead and go into the menu and check out that book of moves. Where do I go? Move scrolls. Is that right? Is this where I go? Hold on. Did I just automatically learn it? No. Move handbook. There we go. Horseshoe kick. Let's see if there's any others. No, I think they're all... This one I cannot read. This was from Shenmue 1, right? Need someone that reads Chinese. Alright, so here we are in the temple. Let's go ahead inside. Hopefully. We need to find Fangmei, and she...
Excuse me.
What is it?
Do you know a person by the name of Yangda-zu?
Yuanda-zu?
Do you know something? Please tell me.
Why are you asking about Yuanda-zu?
Well,
Master Tao told me about you.
but I
cannot cooperate if you intend to take revenge. Think carefully about what Master Tao has told you.
Alright. So we're still trying to get more information about Yangda-zu. And is Fangmei in here? I hear someone sweeping, but that must be outside. So Fangmei follows a pattern throughout the day, and if you know the pattern, which I know a little bit, but not completely, you can find her at any point during the day. So I'm gonna run to where I think she may be. Excuse me, old woman. And oh, there she is.
do you have a minute?
Oh, Hazuki-san, hello. Did you sleep well last night?
I guess so.
That's good.
Do you have a minute right now?
Yes? What is it?
Have you ever heard of the name Yangda-zu?
You on the zoo?
Yeah.
You on the zoo. You on the zoo. I think I've heard of the name somewhere.
You can't remember?
I'm sorry. I don't think I remember.
Oh.
I'm really sorry.
No, it's alright. Sorry to bother you. Do you have a minute?
Oh, what's
Okay,
wrong?
this is gonna look really weird, but I have to talk to her a lot. If you noticed in the beginning,
about Yangda-zu.
she called me Hazuki-san, or
I can't recall where I heard the
and
name.
I have to talk to her
I'm
until
so
she
forgetful.
calls me Ryo-san, I believe. Ryo, or maybe just
No,
Ryo.
it's alright. Sorry to bother you.
I'm really sorry.
And the
Do
only
you have a
way
minute?
to do that is to
Oh,
just talk to
what's
her a
wrong?
lot, exhaust all of her discussions, and
It's
she'll
about
actually
young
ask you
Dazu.
some multiple choice questions
recall
that
where
you
I
have to
heard the name.
respond to,
I'm
and
so forgetful.
some are better answers than others, and that's how you kind of become her friend,
No, it's alright.
so that you
Sorry
can
to bother you.
unlock this
I'm really
birthday
sorry.
cutscene. And she seems to be telling me the same thing, which might have just been luck. Let's try one
Do you
more
have a minute?
time.
Oh, what's wrong?
It's about young Dazu.
So she's just saying the
No.
same
I'm-
thing.
Do you have a minute?
Oh,
It's about...
I'm
No.
really sorry.
So she's not talking to us right now. So let's continue with our day, but we will be talking to her a lot. Any occasion that I run across her, I'm going to talk to her until there's nothing left to say, because that's just very important. And you have a limited amount of time to do it, so you want to get on this. But now we are free for the rest of the day to do whatever. And knowing Rio, he's going to look for you on the zoo.
Excuse me.
Welcome.
Do you know young Dazu?
Ah, Zoo.
Do you know him?
He's the owner of 5 Stars Corporation, isn't he? I bought some items from them before.
What is 5 Stars Corporation?
It's a trading company. I heard it closed down recently.
What is young Dazu doing now then?
I don't know. I haven't heard anyone talking about him lately.
Alright.
Wow, that was a good tip. So Yamanda Zoo owns a company called the 5 Stars Corporation. And that's true. So I didn't know that guy was going to actually give us some good information. Oh, we're getting the cutscene. There goes the plane. Very low flying. Kind of scary.
Excuse me.
Hello! Welcome!
Do you know young Dazu?
Yuanda Zoo? I haven't heard that name for a long time.
Huh? What do you know about him?
Until recently, he handled a lot of the business around here. He was an important man.
Was important? Well, how about recently?
I haven't seen him recently. I haven't heard much about him either. I don't know where he is or what he's doing.
I understand. Thank you.
Alright. So, we're just gonna go around and talk to people. Let me check the notebook. Must search for Yuanda Zoo. Now it seems like a lot of the people in this area are familiar with him, so that's
Excuse
encouraging.
me.
Welcome.
Do you know someone named young Dazu?
I've heard rumors. He did a lot of business with the shops in this quarter.
Would you please tell me more?
I just heard a bit about him at Wise Man's Kung Fu. They might know at Wise Man's Kung Fu.
I see.
Wise Man's Kung Fu. So let's go ahead and look for that. Bistro.
Excuse me.
Hello. Welcome.
All right, so here's a multiple choice window that we can choose between what we want to ask him, but we want to ask about Wise
Where's
Man's
Wise
Kung
Man's
Fu.
Kung Fu?
It's hard to explain. Turn left once you get up the stairs. And then try asking at the shop at the end of the street.
Thank you.
All right. I'm just gonna take a quick little peek inside of this store.
Welcome, party of one. Right this way.
This is a frequent hangout of Fangmei, and she is probably still at the temple right now. But we'll see her in here pretty frequently, I think. I don't know what time. I'm gonna have to, in between recordings, I'm gonna have to do some refreshing on Fangmei's schedule.
Excuse me.
Welcome.
Where's Wise Man's Kung Fu?
Go left at the end of the street and left at the next corner. Ask again when you get there.
Thank you.
Wow, they're asking me to ask a lot of people. So left and left.
Excuse me?
Welcome.
Where's Wise Man's Kung Fu?
It's at the end of the street.
Okay, thanks.
At the end of the street. Here we go. Here it is.